Hey, welcome to Mastery Monday, August 1st. Happy August. Incredible. Partway through the year already, huh? Halfway. How did we do that so fast? So I know we've all been moving through quite a bit over the last month of this last years, right? The intensity seems to be increasing, but also deepening in a really profound way, where it's bringing a lot of clarity, even though it feels really challenging. There's a lot of clarity coming through. So just trust in that. And we'll be working with the unified field of self today, because as these changes have been moving through, it's just bringing us closer and closer and closer and closer to that deeper and deeper knowing of ourselves. So we'll be working with that. We'll do the meditation and go into our sharing. So the music's a little loud. Is anyone else experiencing that? Is it a little loud? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I will shift that. Just give me a moment here. Okay. Better? I don't know, because I can't hear what you're hearing. Should I turn it off? Wait. Hold on. Okay. We've got all kinds of tech stuff going on. All right. So some people are saying it's good. I don't know. We'll just go with it. So thank you for letting me know. Always, please, always, if my voice is off, if the sound isn't coming through clear, if something's too high, too low, I really appreciate you always letting me know, so that we all can have a good experience of listening. Because when things aren't good to listen to, it's not fun to be present with it, right? So good. Great. Thank you. Let's begin with our opening, grounding, centering, unifying meditation. So taking a deep breath in your body, allowing yourself to feel yourself here. Notice how you're coming into this space. What's present for you? What's present for you in your mind, your body, your heart? Just giving it a breath, a moment of acknowledgement, a moment of presence. As we welcome in all these parts of ourselves that are moving and shifting, coming alive, being present, to be acknowledged, to be transmuted, all of these parts of ourselves, just allowing them and asking them to all have their own space here. So if it's causing anything, disruption in the body, asking them to go to a space within your body, your energy field, that can bring more harmony and balance and peace within your body, within your space right now. As we surround everyone in this beautiful, it's a nice light blue and white color with gold around this whole space of everyone here. And as that's happening here, just bring in your attention to the center of your body, to your heart, just breathing through your heart and letting your body settle into this breath of your heart. Feeling your seat, feeling what you're sitting on, feeling the support of the seat as well as the texture. Just to bring yourself here, here, welcoming yourself here in this moment to fully be present and connected to this body, your space. Breathing deep into the belly, calling all of your energy in from wherever it's been today, wherever it's going to go after. Letting all of anybody, any place, any things just settle down from the mind and the emotions as we bring in a nice pillar of light, white light above the head and the whole width of your energy body. Grounding down, flowing down from that top of the head all the way down into the center of earth, the crystalline grid of earth, centering the body, centering the energy, being present here, now, in your body. As you're grounding into the earth, just sending anything that isn't necessary to be here in the moment, and just intending that anything that isn't necessary here in the moment gets to filter out here, go where it needs to go on its own. Good. As we call in our higher selves through our minds, our hearts, our bodies to be present. Calling in the highest aligned energies to surround you, each one of you, calling in your soul and any frequencies or energies that are aligned to be around you, to support you in this moment now and for all that's to be received. And as we're breathing down through that white light, down through the center of the body into earth, and then breathing up from earth. Gratitude for this body and this earth that does support us, that we live with. Bringing that energy up through the body, all the way up through the center channel of the body, going through the sun, the essential sun and source energy, the creator source of ourselves that we are. And then breathing it down and meeting into the heart. Letting this white light expand through the whole heart, the front, the sides, the top, the bottom, the whole heart here. And as you're breathing through the whole heart, letting this energy wash through your whole body, radiate through your whole body. Welcoming all of you here through the heart, through the whole body. And then through the whole energy body. And extending our awareness to everyone else that is present here through our highest expression, tapping into all the energies of everyone here, and the highest of who they are and what they're bringing in. And all that will be coming through the replay. Clear connection of all of us here in this space together. A clear connection through the land that we're all upon and with. Through this grounding through the earth, all these points of connection through our hearts, through the earth, the source. Bringing us together in one field of energy here to create a supportive, strong, powerful field to bring through all that is necessary for each one of us. Just breathing into the body again, breathing into your own body, welcoming yourself into your heart, into your body. Feeling Feeling your seeds. Beautiful. Good. I'll begin to share here. And if you wish to stay with your eyes closed, that's fine. If you want to open them and move around, just know that as I'm speaking, just take care of yourself and your body as needed. If you need to move, move. If you need to drink, drink. Do what's, be always being present with the body and listening. And that's the key. That's always the key, right? Being present and listening. And so, when sometimes it can be challenging when so much is moving through and what we've been experiencing. As I wrote some time ago, I'm trying to remember. So much happens. Feels like years happen within days now. This last week, when the intergalactic realms, everything was just pulsing and moving, and it's like bringing everything so centered and so close together into this original template that we are, where all of that, what we've been experiencing as separation through timelines, through dimensions, through space, through time, of how our souls have fragmented out into all these fields, or have been fragmented out through any of the distortions that were implanted through any of the universes, any of the galaxies, any of our experiences here on Earth, that are just like coming into this real centered space, to allow all of those pieces to have acknowledgement of what's been showing up with us, whatever core wounds or whatever information we're receiving, whatever healings we're receiving, whatever galactic beings we may be interacting with. And really, it's just the higher aspects of ourselves coming in and saying, okay, this is some information or an embodiment that wants to happen right now through us. And just so much moving through the planet, the collective, just moving so much energy that to bring us into this unified field of who we are, of ourselves. And so that's bringing up a sleuth of things moving through our systems, whether it's pain, you can't sleep, or you can't eat, or you're not digesting, or the body is showing us something, right? Because of how our physical bodies have taken it on through the earth, through the minerals that we are, that has made up this earth, that has made up these bodies, that has all of that information in it, right? And all of that information wants to move and shift out and transmute, it's showing us where it is in our systems, right? And so part of the meditation today, we're going to go into the body, parts of the body that have been presenting themselves, or a belief or a pattern that has presenting itself, and just kind of go in a little deeper. What's underneath that? What's underneath that? What's underneath that, to really get into a core place. So for me, I've been really tapping into the Syrian energy that I've been through these creator aspects of who I am on this planet now, to bring in our creatorship, that deep creatorship of who we are, to magnify the knowings of how our brain operates, the vibrations and frequencies, these technologies of our bodies and our systems, so that we can fully step into our magnetized creator selves. And so we'll be working more with that, especially through the 8/8 ceremony. We're just going to really tap into that zone of that, as well as just watching the play of the field, who's coming into our lives, and the timing of that, and who's shifting out of our lives, and the timing of that. And this past weekend, we had a large group of people in the home that I'm in, doing a cacao ceremony, and just working these levels of the parts of ourselves, of welcoming our inner child in. And we had children in the house. We had 7 children partaking in this ceremony, and it was just really beautiful to see these children, and us, interacting with those parts of ourselves that we've we've neglected or left behind, or just we didn't connect, we're not connecting with, that allows the fullness of our being. And so part of our meditation today is really going to be connecting with those parts of ourselves that are just wanting to say hi to us and to unify more with us, whether it's from a child of our, the child age of ourself, of this life, or the past. So Michelle, I appreciate you that, breathing through the back of your heart, where it deals with the past. And also the back of the heart is when our heart, when, a lot of times when we think of energy, when we're working in these higher energies, we're like kind of above our heads, we're kind of like out of our bodies, or we're just in the front of our bodies, right? And so it's that unifying of recognizing that our whole body, the front, the back, the sides, our energy is around this whole, the structure is this whole embodied, bubble of energy. And so the back of the heart, when we can really open that, when that's flowing, when the way our energy circulates through our bodies in these different ways, through the different energy centers, when the back of our heart is open through this circulation, that's when we're really unified with the whole energy of our system, right? And so it does deal with the past, but it's also that space of being fully unified with the full flow of the circulation of our energy in the way that it naturally wants to flow, which is everything together, right? Instead of how we shut down, or we think energetically in a spiritual sense that it's outside of the body, or it's just in the front of the body as we're moving forward or ascending up, right? We have to remember the full flow. And so just honoring all these parts of ourselves that are coming together right now, and recognizing that as we're connecting in with any of the galactic parts of ourselves that are showing up or shifting, that it's really just us, those parts of ourselves that maybe interacted with that system, interacted with those beings, or we are those, that's part of the DNA that maybe we have taken on at some point. And so that's shifting too. So sometimes during this process, as we're doing that, we're healing those times where maybe we don't need to interact with that energy anymore. It's acknowledged, and it's like, okay, that was for that time, and it's filtering and coming in because it's part of the consciousness of our soul. Or maybe it's time to really take on and be, and let those energies fully transmute or transmit through our bodies and our minds again, to unite us with what our original codes were as a body on this planet, or in any universe or galaxy that we've experienced. So today we're just going to kind of support the body and the energy fields with what we're actually experiencing in this moment now as things are moving through. And then we'll expand out a bit through whatever galactic or universal energies want to support us, and just gently invite this deeper unification through our heart, through our bodies, through our experience. And then when we enter the 8-8, as we go through this next week, as more of this energy starts to, that's when we're really going to go super deep, super expanded and super deep into these realms, because we'll be seeing what's going to present itself through that gateway. But right now, it just feels like the system needs some gentleness. The system needs to be just soothed and welcomed in a nice, gentle way, so that we can recognize the love and the care that we really are. The love and the care that really supports us. The love and the care that is our underlying conscious way of being, that joy and the play and the connection to self, so we can release some of the seriousness and pressure that comes through these moments when we're tapping in to these energetics that feel heavy or challenging. So let's go into meditation. Let's go into meditation, and we'll see what wants to come through for us here. And to see who wants to speak to us, see what parts of us want to speak to us. That's really what this is about today, is just opening to listening to ourselves and our bodies and what's present. So taking a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath in and just acknowledging anything that showed up for you and what was spoken here. And as you are, just noticing your body again, just noticing your body. Noticing your body and breathing into your body, welcoming the breath into any of the places or spaces that you might be feeling a little tension or a little discomfort. Just need some moment of attention here with your breath. And as you breathe into that, we're going to again ask for each one of us to be embodied in a beautiful sanctuary of light that brings us into our unified self in the quantum space of love. So each one of us surrounded in an energy that brings in the structure, the template, the flow, the fluid structure of our soul through and around our bodies, our energy bodies, that will support full transmission of clarity through your mind, your heart, your field. Breathing through your heart. As you're breathing through your heart, just welcoming a flow of energy, an infinity symbol through your heart that's horizontal. So it's going to the front of your heart, to the back of your heart, and around the side of your energy body and back through the center of your heart and the back of your heart and around the other side of your energy body and back through, and just breathing this light. You asking what vibration, what color that it wants to be in the highest expression of your love, of your heart. And if there's anything here to notice within the heart space, just welcoming the attention here in the heart. What's here? What's the sensation? What's the feeling? What's the thought? What's a program or a resistance here in the heart that needs your attention? Just welcoming gently it to arise in your knowing, arise in your mind, arise in your space. Yeah. Beautiful. And just welcoming a nice golden light to surround it and ask, what's here for you? What's here for you? What's underneath this? What's underneath this? What's underneath this space that's presenting itself in your heart? What's created this? Where is it coming from? Yeah, lots moving here. Just welcoming it in, and just if there's no words, if there's no knowing, that's okay. Just letting the support of this field that's around you to transmute or to embody. It actually may be an energy that wants to be invited in. Sometimes that tension is something that's lingering that wants to be embodied. Yeah. Seeing a lot of white golden light flowing through the heart space here to bring in more of you as those parts of you that are no longer needed are transmuted here through the earth. Yeah. Oh, yeah, good. The back of the heart, the back of the spine, the back of the neck here, opening and expanding, opening and expanding. Ah, as each one of you receives a higher aspect of yourself here behind you to support, just holding the space, the angelic part of you, just holding the space behind you. To be held, to be supported. As a nice white light flows through the crown of the head, down through the body, through the center channel of the body, through the heart here, and just welcoming. Yeah. So now we're welcoming in the vertical infinity symbol. And just letting it flow through as it wants to flow through, as a vibration it wants to flow through. And just keep breathing through the heart, because this vertical infinity symbol also crosses through the center of the heart. As we bring in pure heart, higher heart here. Expanding the heart space. Any cords to anybody, any place, any time, any space, any dimension, any timeline, as it wants to merge in or it wants to release out. Just breathing here, breathing here, breathing here. And welcoming. What I'm seeing now is fragments of yourself, openings to yourself. So welcoming any parts of yourself that want to come in right now. And if there's any information here for you to receive and where and when this is coming from, could be this lifetime. Yeah, so I'm also just hearing that if you wish to, just tapping into your inner child here. Your inner child and just knowing what age, what space, what time, what space. Because a lot of the times our inner child and the experiences that we have as children are related to these other timelines and space and dimensions that are here within our field always, because our field is always unified. It's how we tap into it, just breathing here and just welcoming any information, any sensations, any experiences. Yes, thank you. Breathing in through the parts of the body that are lighting up here. I'm just noticing a lot in the sacral and the solar plexus here. The places where we might tighten around, the parts of ourselves that want to express, that want to flow our power, that want to flow the beauty of ourselves. It is opening. Yes, beautiful. Welcoming any parts of yourself that want to be with you, open to you, speak to you, body with you, right with you. And right now, just filling us up with this beautiful golden light, filling us up to be full, to be whole. And in this fullness and wholeness that we're being held in this field, just noticing what's been present for you over the last day, few days, or in your body, what any and all of the experiences that have been showing up, the programs, the systems of belief, any of the pain bodies, any of the experiences that you're moving, any of the wounds, or just the fields, and we're just shifting the word of wound, and just noticing it's an energy, just an energy, just an experience. Just noticing and breathing into it, welcoming it into a golden ball of light, just asking for it to show you anything else in the body. We're going to ask for seeing silver and rose and gold to surround the bodies right now. Just relieve the system, relieve the structures of the body that have been holding something for any amount of time or space that we've been holding something that is no longer necessary for us to hold in the way that we've been holding it. Seeing it as a gateway, seeing it as a door, seeing it as a light that we can enter to open up into its next expression. Yes, thank you. So just welcoming this part of your body to speak to you and to step into it, in this safe held space, to just step into it, be with it, hold it, welcome it. What's here for you? What does it want to share with you? What is it here for, to show you? What does it want to be? What expression does it truly want to be? Beautiful. Just welcoming that energy, welcoming this information again. Oh yeah, thank you. Now whatever is here to be really transmuted is transmuting. What am I going to say when I show transmuting it through the field, the collective of the similarities of all that we've been holding through our incarnations and bodies and auto-bodies and different galaxies, places, times, dimensions, universes, coming into one flow. So we're bringing in, what am I going to say, the toroidal field through the body, rotating into the center of the body and down. So a nice flow of energy in through the top of the head, down through the center channel of the body, out through the root and around the whole energy body. Just flowing in complete synergy and unity. All of you here. All of you in fluid flow of clarity. Of clarity. Of clarity. All the cells of the body gently flowing in this soothing energy, being held in this soothing flow of energy here. Letting the vibration and the flow of this toroidal field to be a flow at a pace and a frequency that is soothing to your system, to your nervous system, to the body, to the energy body. Breathing through and allowing in every body and every system here to bring in a frequency of color or colors around and through this toroidal field That's slowly rotating in a way that allows your whole system to receive and arrange itself to the highest expression of you now, the highest expression of you now, to the body to gently receive this and integrate this. So the energy is flowing through the whole front of the body, the back of the body, all sides of the body. To allow your whole body, your whole being to be present here. Gently receiving you, being you. And if there's any, again, if there's any parts of the body or the system that are needing any attention, just using this energy and this flow to bring it there. Again, yes, good. Whew, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Breathing through the heart. Breathing through the heart of the high heart, the pure heart that brings through the perfection of the clarity, the perfection of the unity, the perfection of the harmony of your being. Always. In all the ways that you are. Letting this healing energy flow through every cell of the body, all the parts of the body here. Beautiful. Thank you. Just breathing into the heart, breathing into the body, breathing in through the whole center channel of the body to ground into the body, to anchor into this body, to the awareness in this body. As the awareness flowing through this temple of your body, down and through the center of the earth, this temple of earth. Feeling your body, feeling your space. Allowing every aspect of your life to unify to this highest expression, to harmonize with this highest expression of you now. So that everything, even the seat that you're sitting on, the vibration, the frequency of this seat unifies and harmonizes with you and you with it. The air that you're breathing, the space around you, every physical thing, every non-physical thing in the space around you, unifying, harmonizing with you. That everything that you interact with, you harmonize in the highest level of its expression. That all the information, all the vision, all that you see, all that you feel, all that you hear is here for you. to receive, to experience, to unify, to harmonize as you. Oh, good. Yeah, beautiful. Just welcoming in the omniverse of yourself, you as this beautiful, flowing universe of self, and every aspect of yourself that you've ever experienced as a soul can unify in a fluid and full way. Every part of your being, yeah. And if there's anything here for you to receive, just receiving the information, any aspects of yourself still flowing into you. Mm. The presence and stillness of yourself. Sitting here for a few moments. Just grounding into your space, into your body, bringing your attention, awareness to your body. Breathing in, bringing your awareness into the body. Noticing your body and how you feel. Noticing any expansion of your field. Welcoming your energy. Come into a frequency and a space around your body that allows you to be in your unified field of self within your body, present and focused with the space around you. And if it feels good for you to remain in a more expanded space, please do so. If you'd like to come into the body again or more anchored into the body, allow that. Just taking a few moments here to do what's necessary to take care of your body right now. If you want to move, drink, use the bathroom, whatever it is that you need to do, as we gonna come into a space of more discussion and sharing for a little bit. I'm gonna take a moment here. I'll be right back. Just doing what feels good, just listening to your body, your mind, your heart, what you need. I'll be back in a moment. All right. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for moving through that. That went really deep, really fast. Everything moved really fast with that. Ah, wow, in a beautiful way. So, yeah, yeah. Just really honoring each of you because it was just such a beautiful space to enter into with all of you that have been able to move into these spaces and flow with these spaces, and just how incredible and how quickly that moved, and so much shifted out of the field. I was watching the transmutation of all this energy through each one of you, just moving with such clarity and ease. So yeah, Michelle, I love that, noting the slight difference between serious and serious, right? Love the words. Yeah, the words that we use and how they've been shifted and changed. And uh, yeah, coming into the truth of our words, right? Coming into the truth of our words, what they really mean, where they really come from, and how they really spell out our lives, right? The spell that we create with each word that we use. And as we come into the truth of the dynamic and the geometry of the words that we use and how we use them, and the intention that we have and the energy we carry within the vibration of the emotions or the thoughts behind them, that's when we, get more familiar with ourselves. We get more familiar with who we are. And that's what this unified being of self is getting familiar, more familiar with how we speak, how we move, how we think, how we experience life, and just noticing ourselves, reflecting on ourselves, and welcoming these experiences, welcoming our lives, welcoming us more and more into our awareness. And so, yeah, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I like that feeling like I just came back from a weekend spa. It feels like that. Yeah, I was feeling that, especially toward you, just like, whoo, that energy we were holding of just that sweet, gentle space. That sweet, gentle space. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. And Michelle, you were started with your inner child, and you're invited with your Syrian aspect, amethyst and emerald. Yeah. Beautiful. Ah, gorgeous. Yeah. You're welcome, everyone. Thank you. And I wanted to invite anyone who would like to share to raise your hand, and you go to participants or more, and next to your name you can see an option to raise your hand, and you can unmute yourself. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of times, sometimes when we feel a tension or resistance, a lot of times we have that idea that it's something that we have to clear, or it's something that's, uncomfortable. And sometimes, a lot of times, it's something that's actually wanting to be integrated into your field, into your space, into your body, into your mind, into your heart. And so just welcoming that, knowing that it's just like your body's trying, there's a frequency change, there's a geometry change, and it's not familiar, right? So it's welcoming that in, and that's a lot of what I'm noticing in the field, especially with the technology issues that are arising. It's like the whole structure of our reality is changing, and so it's not familiar. And when things are reliant on a certain structure and a certain system that's no longer has the space to flow that way, we get these disruptions, and sometimes it's, that's what's happening. It's noticing that everything's just arranging itself differently, and so we get to notice that, and be with that, of what's arranging in our fields, and welcoming that, it's just, we're always unified. It's just how we're interacting with our energy that allows us to really come into that knowing, and that ability to access and move through our fields in a way that allows that fullness of ourselves. Yeah, Stars, I love that heart picture you have behind you. Thank you. Yeah. Adam healing the inner child. And if you're on Facebook, please, you can write in comments anything that you want to share. Yes. I keep having fear that I can't have it. Grounding is such a big deal for me. So grateful. Yeah, isn't that? And it was interesting because I was noticing in the field as we were working through the heart space in the beginning, because I just went with the flow of what presented itself. That's, for those of you who know me, I'm not calculating this line by line meditation, beforehand. It's more of like what's present in the field and what just wants to happen through the unified field of all of us together. And I was seeing a lot of that idea of I'm not worthy, I don't deserve it, all of that stuff that we hold. And so thank you for bringing that in of the idea that you can't have it, the fear that you can't have it, when it's all we are, right? It's all we are. So these ideas that separate us from that is so profound to just recognize them and soothe them and love them so that we can shift into the recognition that we are always this. Yeah. And Ray, all the more reason to welcome everything, then it can do what it needs and wants to do, either integrate or flow on. Absolutely, Ray. Absolutely. That's it. And sorry, thank you. Such a wonderful clearing and welcoming gentleness. Yeah. I think it's so profound to enter into that space of gentleness, because so often, we carry such a rigid experience, we can carry these rigid ideas of I'm, awakening, or this is happening and I've got to focus on this, or I've got to do that, instead of just, okay, let's just breathe. Let's just open the space to feel the love and feel the connection and feel the possibilities and potentials through these awarenesses and ideas and experiences and beliefs, instead of contracting around them and having all these ideas about them and they have to be a certain way, or so. Yeah, so this is the time that we get to just let go and let be, right? That's what's really wanting to take place right now. Yeah, Ingrid had this sense ahead of our time together, and this practice deepened the knowing, the level of fragmentation that has been active. Yeah, went a long way toward recognizing this. Beautiful. Yeah, in the beginning of unification of the parts that are important for flowing forward. Absolutely, because it was so profound to witness in the field of our earth and everything, of just all this stuff, just like, like, okay, it's time for all of the omniverse to be, and the earth and all of our beings to just be in this flow, this one flow. And it's really powerful to be in this gateway right now for all of us to tune in together, so that we can recognize that as we come together and unify, it amplifies that possibility and potential for all these, experiences that we have we've had through different incarnations of our soul, of ourself, of expressions of ourself, that are happening all the time in this now. And it's weird to think of, it's kind of challenging to think of, like, oh my gosh, every level of my being is happening right now, and whatever, universe, whatever galaxy, or whatever space-time dimension, is all right here. It's all right here, and we can tap into those experiences and move with those energies or not, whatever's in the highest moment of the expression right here, right now, and be in that unity. It's pretty amazing to think of how much information and how much experience and how much we flow in each moment through our field. It's incredibly profound when we tap into that, but also just knowing that it can be still, it can be present, it can be calm, it can be gentle. Yeah. Michelle, I realize that all that comes to me as a part of me at some level. I find it easier to open and integrate since you've recognized that. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. And that was one of the things that we were integrating this weekend through the cacao ceremony. I was initiated to be able to do the cacao because I have such a deep connection with the cacao plant and our plant allies, and recognizing that everything that we operate with has its highest expression too through the field, and it ripples out through its different consciousness levels through through the omniverse. And so recognizing that it's not just this static thing that's in front of us. This chair that we're sitting on is not a static thing that's here. Like, who knows how much information is in these physical objects around us, and how they relate to different experiences on so many different levels, or just the living beings of the plants and the animals that we interact with, and what are their higher expressions that we're working with, right? On so many levels. And so one of the things we were working with this weekend is creating this beautiful, profound ceremony where usually people think, oh, it's quiet and it's still and it's just, in ceremony. And we had 7 children, and it was so profound because we held a field to where they were able to move and integrate and be a part of it. And everyone was just held in this space and loved the experience, of feeling their energy and how they were interacting with the medicine of the space, and saying this is the multi-generational experience of our lives, and welcoming in all these aspects of creation in one moment to bring us exactly what we need. And it was pretty profound. It was pretty profound. And so that can just be your life too, is recognizing what's in your space, what's in your field, that you feel should be there, shouldn't be there, and recognize that play of energy. And when we step into that centered space, it all makes